It's your boy Crypto Blood. Welcome to another episode of My Two Satoshis. It is June 18, 2018. And we're rocking out to some Beastie Boys. Intergalactic. Thank you for the song request, MJS 1374. You didn't give me a track, but I went with that Intergalactic. I thought that was a good one to represent Beastie Boys. Well, hot 1990s, really actually like late 90s track right here. So I hope you guys are enjoying this today. What's good, YouTube fam? Hope everything is going well. Hope you had a great Father's Day celebration. I know I did, but we're back into the swing of things. I wanted to go over a few things today with you. One being, I know I covered it on Friday on Twitter. There was basically a bug in the EOS blockchain or protocol that made the block producers decide to halt the block production and fix the bug. And the bug, actually, people were saying, well, how could you have a bug and you had all this time? The actual bug came about in the last update, just before they launched the mainnet. So this was a bug that was created out of an update that they just did prior to the main launch. This type of stuff happens, so they got together and they were actually able to fix the issue within about 5 hours, and they got the blockchain, the nodes or block producers kind of came to consensus on what to do and how to roll out the patch. So we're now on 1.05 version of EOS IO. So yeah, that was one thing. I covered it on Twitter, just didn't have a chance to do a video on it. And I know I saw some people on Twitter and even on other YouTube channels, people saying, I saw it on Reddit actually, people were saying this is horrible, how could you have a bug and this and that. And I actually found a comment that I thought was great, and it kind of summed it up. It said all major blockchains, this is out of from AX. He said all major blockchains had major bugs in the beginning, even much later. He goes on to say even our beloved Bitcoin on August 8th minted 92 billion Bitcoin. If you didn't know, Google it. And it says here that bug is known as the number overflow error, the most basic of errors, and that was Satoshi, the DAO hack for ETH and rolling back the chain. And the list is as long as coin market cap. Bottom line challenge here is that we suffer from myopic views of blockchain and thinking as ETH team members or EOS team members, etc., instead of supporting all sincere efforts to move forward the chains, so to speak. So yeah, he's telling the truth there. This is normal. You're going to see more bugs coming from this new operating system, this new blockchain. So not to be unexpected. So don't if you're EOS holders, this is why I was telling you guys, I've got powder on the side for every bug that comes up and you got a panic seller. I'm in there buying the dips. So that's my strategy for that. On this bug that occurred Friday, I did buy back in the EOS. I sold 75% of my position before the mainnet launched and got some under $10. So I'm excited about that. Got about half my position left to get back into EOS. So looking to do that fairly soon. But the actual articles that we're going to be looking at today, one pertaining to Google and Bitcoin. As far as the searches, we've seen a spike in searches, so maybe this is a leading indicator. I like to look at these types of metrics to really find where the leading indicators are to let me know, hey, we may be starting to move back up. So we'll take a look at that article. The second article is about Skycoin. People have been telling me about Skycoin for the longest. Never looked into it. Just so many projects out there. I don't have time to deep dive into every single one that someone tells me about. Plus the name, honestly, the name sounded very remedial. I'm just gonna be honest with you. Doesn't mean it is, but Skycoin, there's some pump and dump rumors, some insider trading being done by the CEO We'll look at this article as well. But first, let's take a look at this market cap. We are currently at $289 billion. Bitcoin's dominance is just shy of 40%, 39.97%. And we've got a green day so far. And actually, this started maybe about 2 hours ago. We had a nice pop and we blew through some critical areas, and I guess we can go through that now. If you take a look at this chart, you can see that green line. That was a very critical support, then became a resistance level, but now we have blown right through that area, which is a good sign. There's actually a pennant here. I keep forgetting to log in to be able to draw on this chart, but if you draw the line below, trend line below and a trend line above this, you'll see that we had a pennant form and we essentially broke out of that pennant. So maybe like we had here, if I zoom out, maybe like this pennant we had here back in April, maybe we can see a nice move up. And I predicted this 1,000 point move in Bitcoin before it happened. It's funny because I said this channel was way longer than the one we just saw. But when you have this consolidation like this over a long period of time, it builds up inertia or potential energy. It's pent up demand, and it normally explodes either way to the upside or downside. And this particular scenario, I thought it would go up, and I said we would have a 1,000 point move in Bitcoin, and we surely did. This one, not so much. Is not going to be as big of a move because that consolidation period isn't as long. But this can, I just need us to see 7,300, that area, somewhere around there. We can start to test that. That would be a good sign for me. But overall, this is a good sign. I would say I'm more bullish. I'm more on the buy side if you were looking to trade Bitcoin. So there you have it on that tip. Let's go ahead and take a look at that first article. It's out of Crypto Vest. It says here, Bitcoin searches spike on Google Trends. And it says, according to the world leading search engine, people's interest in Bitcoin has spiked considerably over the last 5 days, despite the #1 cryptocurrency's recent poor performance. And you can see here the spike that we have to the far right, and that's Bitcoin. Huge spike over or versus blockchain and cryptocurrencies, which are in red and yellow respectively. It says here, analyzing the latest Google Trends data, we can see a clear peak in recent Bitcoin searches in the last 5 days, comparably to relatively normal blockchain and cryptocurrency search levels over the last 90 days. At this stage, Google statistics only plot as recent as June 11th, with Bitcoin's value jumping from 36, I should say, to 68. The highest search levels the #1 cryptocurrency has seen since April 25th, 2018. Looking at a breakdown of the top 5 geographical locations where people have been searching for Bitcoin the most, we can see that South America comes out on top with a value of 82. This could potentially be due to South Africa's citizens researching into Bitcoin following the recent expansion of Zimbabwe's crypto exchange Golix across Uganda, South Africa, and Kenya in a bid to avoid the crypto ban in its home nation. Interesting enough, Nigeria and Ghana, 2 countries also on the African continent, have been listed as having the 2nd and 3rd highest search hits for Bitcoin, respectively, way ahead of the more customary pro-crypto countries such as Singapore, which is 6th, EOS, which is 13th, and Hong Kong, which is way down at 22nd. So what do you guys think about this article? You think this is a leading indicator? I personally think it is. I think this is great to see other countries, not only the main first world countries interested in cryptocurrencies, but these 2nd and 3rd world countries starting to really get into cryptocurrencies. Because this was a big globe. It's not just America. It's not just, Great Britain and Singapore and these big crypto areas. You know, you got areas like Venezuela and Argentina. They're using Bitcoin as a means of exiting their dying fiat currency. I personally think us seeing an increase and uptick in Bitcoin searches means something. That to me means that we are seeing a floor. You got to take these little data points, you know, one here, one there, put them all together, connect the dots, and that's how you'll be able to stay ahead of the curve, especially going forward, where I don't see us having that crazy bull run like we did in 17. You gotta play harder, you gotta play smarter, you gotta do your homework. So if you want to catch yield going forward, I think you got to do your homework, people. So these types of things, in my opinion, will definitely help you do that. So let me know your thoughts about Google Bitcoin searches really jumping in the last week or so. Next article is out of AMB Crypto. And as I told you guys, there was some rumors regarding Skycoin pump and dump. So it says here, is Skycoin exposed as a pump and dump? CEO alleges insider trading. Skycoin has been called out as a scam, as the CEO of the project allegedly admitted to the coin having an insider trading group. In an audio recording released by a user named Jared Dunn on Twitter, the CEO is quoted saying, "There's a whole channel full of special insider trading information where everyone was getting rich, basically trading on Skycoin."
Skycoin used to be a democracy where everyone was equal, and then pseudo, and there was a whole channel full of special insider trading information where everyone was getting rich, basically trading on Skycoin and knowing who's dumping and what's going on, and this is happening and that's happening, and buy the dip and buy this and buy that, and where everyone was basically doing the exact opposite of whatever the public was doing. So like there's a dip and it's bottoming out because some guy was dumping, or oh, he was dumped his blah 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 blah, and then they buy it, and then next day price goes up 30%, or price run up is happening because this and this, and so there's a whole insider information channel thing, and it used to be an open group. It used to be an open society, and then Pseudo came and he made the room private, and now all of the special insider information is locked up in a room that Pseudo is admin of. And that's when democracy ended. And now I think Pseudo's gonna create the synth pump group, and he's gonna start charging people 10 BTC to get into the room. And he's gonna he's like Hitler, and he's muting me and deleting my messages and censoring me whenever I say anything that he doesn't want me to say.
So there you have it. That's the recording from the CEO. I don't know if they're alleging that he's part of this insider group or if he's just exposing it. So let me go on and read the article. It says here, even as many doubt the veracity of the claim, as it is an audio recorded posted on Twitter, it is accompanied with screenshots of the Telegram group as seen below. So here are some of the screenshots here. Let you guys check those out. I'll basically link this in the description of this video. It goes on to say here, the person referred to as Pseudo is allegedly Pseudo TCP Dump, head of the community management at Skycoin. Synth went on to say, this is just another quote from the audio that you guys heard. Article goes on to say, Skycoin has been called out for being a scam for months by various online communities. Notably, they sell a Sky Miner, which is a mining kit for running the Skycoin network. The coin, however, is pre-mined. Most recently, a post on the cryptocurrency subreddit stated that something weird was going on in the Skycoin Telegram. This occurred before the voice message of the person alleged to be Synth was released on Twitter. Both of these points collate with the price of the coin. The user who leaked the audio clip also said this was obvious as the accumulation of Skycoin before Binance listing followed by a huge dump sell-off reminiscent of the Coinbase BCH listing. Obvious insider trading, and the CEO of Skycoin is now busting people out. The big problem is Synth was well aware of this prior. Skycoin was recently added on Binance, with the price going up from around $24 to about $34 within a day on May 23rd. It also saw its rankings by total market cap go up to the 50s. While it suffered a loss of 40% last week, it is trading now around $13. God. The community, however, insists that Pseudo and Synth were playing around. I don't know. This other user says here, this is the type of information that the SEC is going to hunt down when they are investigating cryptos. Pure idiocy to be involved in this type of stuff from his position. Not only makes Skycoin a pump and dump, it makes crypto look amateur in general. So what do you guys think about this whole Skycoin thing? And also, what do you think about cryptos being a community of a bunch of amateurs? Personally, I feel like it's getting worse and worse. Everything is a scam, everyone's kind of clouting up and clicking up with their group and coins and projects they like instead of working together. So I definitely want to know what you guys think about just the crypto markets in general. Are you fed up with the maturity or lack thereof, I should say, of a lot of these people in the space, a lot of these groups, these Telegram groups and Reddit posts? I feel like we need to start to really come together and help each other, because the fight is not against which crypto project is better. It should really be against the current system that really holds back majority of the citizens of this world. So you guys gotta let me know what you think. I'm not too sure about this whole Skycoin thing. I haven't been following it, so I don't want to say it is a scam, but you guys let me know. Have you been following Skycoin? Are you active in it? Is it a pump and dump? I'm not sure. I'm not quick to call anything a scam unless it is literally a multi-level marketing type of operation like you have with BitConnect and Bitpetite and all those types of projects. Those are scams. But let me know, guys, what your thoughts are. And make sure you like and subscribe. We're going to rock out to this BC Boys Intergalactic for the rest of the day. Holla!